Hello students, welcome back. So let us continue with our poem Mr. Nobody. So hope all of you are sitting with your books. So open your poem Mr. Nobody. We have already started with the first stanza. In this stanza you have come to know about Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody is an invisible man, and according to the poet, he is a funny little man. He is a funny little man. He is one who is responsible for all the mischiefs. So we can call him a mischief maker. So this we have come to know in the first stanza, as it is written here, that he is one who did all the mischiefs in all the houses. No one has ever seen him, yet we all agree that it is Mr. Nobody who has done everything. Even if there's a crack in a plate which we have broken, it means that crack was due to Mr. Nobody. Now let us start with the second stanza. The second stanza says, it is he who always tears out books, who leaves the door ajar. He pulls the buttons from our shirts and scatters pins afar. That squeaking door will always squeak, for Prithvi, don't you see? We leave the oiling to be done by Mr. Nobody. This is the second stanza. In this stanza, the poet is saying that here you can see that all the books, they are torn by whom? They are torn by Mr. Nobody. He has left the door a little open. Azar means a little open. He is the one who has done this. He pulls the buttons from our shirts. We are not doing anything. No one else is doing this, but it is he who is doing this. And he has scattered, throwing here and there. He has thrown the pins here and there at a distance. Afar means at a distance. He has thrown all those pins. That squeaking door, when students, you might have seen sometimes, if we don't oil the gates or the doors at time, it starts making a sound. That sound is known as squeaking sound. Whenever you open the door or close it, it creates a sound. So he is saying, the poet is saying that squeaking door will always squeak. It will always create that sound or produce that sound. Why? Because this Prithvi is the old English, you can say. Old English has been used here. The meaning is please. For please, when we say, no, oh, please don't tell me that you don't know. Like this, the expression is written here that don't you know that what we have done? We have left the oiling to be done by Mr. Nobody. We are waiting for Mr. Nobody to do the oiling. So the oiling has not been done so far. That's why the doors are quaking. Now the third stanza, it says, he puts damp wood upon the fire that kettles cannot boil. His are the feet that bring in mud and all the carpets soil. The papers always are misled. Who had them last but he? There is no one tosses them about but Mr. Nobody. So what is saying? That what is the damp wood? The wood with moisture, which is not totally dried up. So not the dried up, but the moistured wood he used to put in the upon the fire. So moistured, a little wet, or we call that seely lakdi. So that he pours upon the fire. That kettles cannot boil, and that is the reason that when the wood is not dried, it will not take fire. It will not take fire. Then how the kettles will boil? So, and it is he who has destroyed or spoiled or made the carpet dirty by the muddy footprints. He has made those muddy footprints and he has spoiled the carpet. The papers are always misled. Nowhere they are on time. The papers are always somewhere else. We could not get them. Why? Because they are misled. And if you'll ask who was having the papers last, then you will get the answer that but he means no one else but Mr. Nobody. He was the one who was having those papers in the end. So it means he is responsible for the misleading of the papers. So there is no one tosses them about but Mr. Nobody. Tossing means throwing up in the air, as the toss we do in cricket match. So throwing something up in the air. So here them is used for the papers. So who is tossing them? No one else but Mr. Nobody. I hope you might have understood till here. Now I will start the last stanza in the third video.